Previously on Lancer. Our 4 intrepid Lancers landed on the planet of Hagar and were met by Dr. Bertrand Russell, a scientist formerly involved in the 18,000 Project, alongside Fish's mother, Alice. Dr. Russell informed the Lancers that their mission was to recover a drone-piloted cargo ship that had dropped within pirate territory, specifically the territory of the dangerous warriors of the Agate Cross. The Lancers got first-hand experience with the warriors and were locked in battle as one pirate cracked open the hull of the ship, only to have humanoid metal fingers extend from the opening. The Lancers look on in whatever they're feeling at that particular moment, seeing humanoid fingers with wires start to pry away at the hull, pushing it back to make room for more of their hand. The 2 pirates that are that were trying to open up the hull in the first place immediately recoil in horror, falling back and tripping over themselves. All 4 of you are, of course, on comms and can immediately communicate, if you would like to, about what seems to be some kind of android arm trying to escape.
Are y'all seeing this shit?
My siblings? I presume they are my siblings.
Derrick is too busy staring into the eyes or whatever the facial area of the mech that is grappling him right now, and is like, yeah, there's a big guy grappling me.
No, Derrick, there's creepy metal fingers coming out of the it's a lot. I don't know what it is, but 18,000. Do you have any more insight into these things?
I know absolutely nothing about this. My presumption is they are like me.
I was thinking the same thing.
You are like that?
I am not just fingers.
As if the fingers heard that, a whole hand comes out and starts to wiggle.
I think Decency yelps when it happens, and then you'll hear probably clanging as they remember that there are worms crawling into their mech and start trying to think about how to deal with that at the same time.
The warriors of Agate also seem to be particularly surprised by whatever they're seeing inside of this cargo ship. They certainly were not expecting metal android hands, that's for sure. All the mechs that are for a short time taking their attention away from the Lancers and looking onto the cargo ship, pointing their weapons at it. 18,000, it is, if you would like to re-engage in combat, your turn.
Absolutely. All right. So it is the beginning of my turn. I'm no longer impaired, so I'm removing that condition. I am prone, so I am taking an action to stand up. And then, as I am standing up, you hear a very loud whir as I activate my core system, my perpetual momentum drive.
Hell yeah.
Which for the rest of the scene allows me to move 4 spaces at a time rather than 1 space. So now I can basically be anywhere on the map I want. Look, given how much movement I have, it's...
so you're saying for each one, you now get 4.
That is my understanding of the rule.
Super speed. Basically, yes. Super speed. That's amazing.
And it just goes for the rest of the scene, and I should have activated this in turn 1, but I'm activating it at a cool moment. So I've used my movement to stand. I do know that I have to move later in this turn, or else I get freezed, because that was a rule of this map. Don't worry about that one. Now... I'm going to use a full move to barrage our friend the Goliath, because you do see that I'm, 4 spaces away from this friend. That doesn't matter because I have a very large reach with my weapon, even though because it's a melee. So I'm going to barrage with my war pike and my power knuckles.
Hell yeah.
And let's see. Okay. I gain +1 accuracy with the first melee attack I make with the main melee weapon on my turn. I don't have any difficulty because I'm attacking the person I'm supposed to attack. Well, and folks, it looks like I've hit a 20.
Yes!
I have to prove that with a screenshot.
That is fantastic.
I don't juice my rolls. Okay, so That's a hit, I assume.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother rolling because it hits. Yeah.
Great. I do. With that, I do 4 kinetic and 2 explosive damage.
Hell yeah.
And that's the like laser tail that just like stabs right into it.
Oh, heck yeah. The 18,000's laser tail is going to stab right into this Goliath that is currently grappling with Derrick. So the Goliath has actually no armor. Remember, it's just got a lot of HP. So it's going to go ahead and take 6. Is that 22? And there we go.
Bye
Heck
bye.
yeah.
And so I do have a second attack in this turn. And oh no, I'm not in range. Except for once per round when I attack with an auxiliary melee weapon, I may fly up to 3 spaces directly towards a targeted character before the attack, which I will be doing. So let me do that. And so with my second attack, with these, with my quote, power knuckles, my attack roll is 18 for that.
Oh, heck yeah. And you're once again doing the Goliath?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, that's definitely going to hit. There's his 11.
That's a hit. Confirm. And that does 3 explosive damage.
Heck yeah. Once again, we're going to knock that down to 15. And what does that attack look like, those power knuckles?
So basically 18,000, like with the laser tail, just like stabs into this Goliath and then like pulls least concern right towards the Goliath and just like with back claws does like a kick. And it blows up because there's bombs in the feet. It's like, you know, when the big O like does the thing with the arm jet
with the arm
it's like,
punch, the elbow that goes in to make
exactly,
the punch even better.
It's like that.
Heck yeah, heck
But
yeah.
with tiny little cat legs, with serval legs.
Do you think you like kind of just narrowly missed Derrick's head with that?
Yes, absolutely. I think like there, like a gust of wind like blows right in Derrick's face, or Derrick's Mac's face.
Alrighties, the Warriors of the Agate Cross, with the crunch of the knuckles going right into the Goliath, they're back in the fight. They're distracted from the androids crawling out. 18,000, I know you have one more move, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to overcharge, which allows me to make another action at the cost of 1 heat. And I'm going to hit this motherfucker again. So like as I kick, the tail like disengages and tries to wrap around its neck.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, oh my gosh, no mercy. Derrick, 18,000 is coming to your rescue. All right, what's the roll?
It is an 18.
Hits.
I swear to God, I don't know why I'm getting these. Yeah, no, 16 plus 2. All right. So that's a hit, and that does, it does 4 kinetic and 2 explosive again.
Amazing. Another 6 down. Ooh, this Goliath. Derrick, it still got you, but you're seeing it getting chipped away by all of these explosions. Sort of like you're seeing the scaffolding from underneath as shards of its outer skeleton are starting to come off.
I think in an anime, there would be like a close up on Derrick's eyes, and they would just like shine like stars watching 18,000 do this.
Alrighties, 18,000.
I think Fist just says, "Get some."
That's delightful. Is that the end of your turn, Fish?
That is the end of my... I wrote down that I could move 4 to the center here, but I don't think I can do that, actually. So I'm not doing that.
Okay, so you went up and delivered, I believe, a total of 10 damage to the Goliath? Whoa.
I think it was like 12. Oh, yeah, because it was 6 plus 6 plus 3, 4? Something like that.
Then that's 15, actually. 6 plus 6 plus 4.
Oh, let me look at my log.
6 plus 6 plus 4 is 16. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Alrighties. So with that, 18,000's turn is coming to an end. The Goliath, which now had a tail basically wrapped around its neck while it's trying to grapple with Derrick McDuck's mech here, realizing that he is being double teamed
I mean, basically, and sorry, to be clear, because I'm not grappling, the tail wraps around and then the laser just like does a full like slice of the neck of this mech. So I don't know if the head falls off, but...
Oh, I think that maybe the head's like a little tilted, like the neck's a little broken. Alrighty. So he knows that he is absolutely being double teamed here. So he is going to go ahead and take the next turn. I believe that our Goliath is going to go ahead and just going to skirmish. He's not going to move because he's a little busy right now with his the drum shotgun that he's got. That is that's a heavy CQB. Actually, that might be a barrage weapon. The roll is going to be, this is not a reliable. This is a line, normal damage there. Great. He is going to go ahead and target 18,000 really quickly. Going to go ahead and roll a d20 for our dear friend.
Is this a melee attack?
It is not. Oh, you're right. Because you're close, there's going to be a difficulty on it because you're one space away. It's not a melee attack. So that means I have to roll 2, right? And take the lowest.
Oh, that's not why I was asking, but cool.
Oh, okay. Yes, there is a difficulty on any sort of ranged attack when you are within grappling distance, melee striking distance. But because our friend the Goliath does not have any melee weapons, he doesn't really have a choice. I'm going to roll my d20, and then I'm going to subtract a d6 from it. So, okay, we're going to go ahead. I got my roll. Subtracting that. Alrighty. The roll that he got is 9. 18,000.
That's against my evasion, right?
Evasion, yeah.
Mine's 14.
No, alrighties. The shotgun goes off, but 18,000 is easily able to avoid it, considering the Goliath is kind of firing a little wildly, right? So, and he's
right through the armpit.
Yeah, basically through the armpit. He's trying to attack there. At this point, the Goliath is just going to try again because there's really nothing else that he could do. He's kind of trapped here against the land bridge. He's grappling Derrick. He doesn't have a lot of mobility, so he's going to try one more time, even though it's not a great move for him. Once again, I'm rolling. Oh, well, there's no way because I got a 4. So
that's 14. Yeah.
Alrighty, and another miss. The Goliath's turn is basically completely wasted. He's still holding on to Derrick, however. He's still grappling
I think
Derrick
18,000 like grabs this mech's arms with like front claws and just like bam, bam through the like armpit area. I don't know if that's an armpit for a cat, but like, and it's like face against mech face. Like, good try.
All right, Derrick, that would make it your turn.
Excellent. So Derrick, as we remember at the end of last session, pressed a weird button in his cockpit that deployed a white flag that waved above his head. And
we're not sure that worked. We're not sure.
Doesn't look like it worked, but he tried anyway. And as this is happening, he looks at, I believe the witch went invisible at the end of her turn, right?
Yes.
So he like looks in the direction that he last saw her, and he's like, I think we can be friends. And while he says that, he activates his core system, which for me means I have an M35 Mjolnir cannon.
Okay.
And it's going to start spinning up. I'm going to say it spins up quietly, whatever that means. So this turn, I have no ammo in the chambers. For the rest of the scene, I load 2 rounds into chambers at the end of any of my turns in which I haven't fired this gun. It can hold a maximum of 6 rounds. And then when I fire the Mjolnir, all of the chambers fire simultaneously. So if I hold this, it goes from 2 shots to 4 shots to 6 shots that all deploy at once. And yeah, I'm not going to fire it right now, but I'm going to let you know that that's happening. And I'm going to put a little die over here that has me at 2 rounds. While that's happening, I'm going to I want to as a quick action lock on to the Goliath, which is kind of a systems attack. It's a quick tech
Yeah, but I don't think you have to roll for it, right?
Yeah, I'm just digitally marking the Goliath for everyone, and anyone can consume that lock on if the Goliath doesn't like wipe it out before your next turn. I'm going to lock on, boom, to light up sensors for other people. And then I have Full Metal Jacket, which means at the end of my turn, if I haven't made any attacks or forced any saves, I can reload all loading weapons as a free action. So I could just get to reload everything. And I think I'm just going to like hold and do that while I'm here as I spin up my Mjolnir.
Great. So you're just going to stay there being hugged by the Goliath, getting ready to go. And you did yell out, "I think we can be friends," right?
Yes.
Derrick, as you yell that out, and then sort of in the distance, but maybe it kind of echoes all the way through around this area here. You hear the voice of the witch come back at you. "You came here with the explicit purpose of killing us, correct? And now you want to be friends? Why the change of heart?"
I wouldn't say killing. I came with the express intent of grabbing this ship. And he kind of like jerks one arm in the direction of the ship.
"What is in the ship?"
He looks at it for the first time now that he's slightly less held, and he goes, as he sees the weird android things, and he's like, not sure on that one.
It belongs to my mother.
"Your mother? You came here to retrieve this cargo, and you're telling us you have no idea what it is? I don't believe you. What is it?"
He turns.
Now two hands are out on the hull, and they start pushing down the metal. It's like bending, like you bend cardboard.
Ooh.
Derrick sends a comm message over to 18,000. He's like, "I probably should have paid more attention at the briefing. I just remember we were supposed to come and grab. Did we know what was inside?
No.
There's like this cute lady's asking, and no. Okay, no. I open up regular channels. Are you calling my mother
cute?
No. This witch lady. I don't know. Anyway, Derrick opens up regular comms channels to everyone, and he says, "Yeah, I probably should have paid more attention at the briefing. I'm following orders. I don't know if that's good or bad in this situation. Seems bad.
Orders from the scientists.
Yes.
The ones up near the mountains.
Yeah.
Then we are not friends.
But we could be."
Can I say, we're just doing our job, right? And the scientist came in and was telling us, like, go take the thing. And I was like, I don't really like you or trust you, but I just kind of said that in my head. So we came to do the thing because that's my job, like I got to get paid. I got to do my job. But then, like, I don't really like the scientist either. So if that's your issue, like, don't get hung up on that.
Hatuey, did you just tell the enemy that you don't like my mother?
She was kind of like rude. I mean, can you blame me?
I can talk to her about that if you would like me to.
I mean, sure. I mean, good luck. She didn't seem like she listened very much, but
the Rainmaker down here, this guy right here that put out these bombs right there. Hey, I think I'm hearing some disrespect of a mother. No one disrespects mothers around me. And I think the Rainmaker's going to take his turn off of that, I think. Okay, so 1 second, let me pull it up. Oh no, what did I do? I've got the Rainmaker right here. Alrighties. The Rainmaker is going to go ahead and still from his little safe bit right here, but he's close over here to Decency. He is going to go ahead, and I think we're gonna do Ooh, yeah. I think we're going to do the Hades missiles. That seems cool, right? All right, so all characters in a cone 3 area starting with within range 20 of the Rainmaker take 6 energy damage and 2 heat, half if they pass an agility save. The system doesn't need line of sight, just a possible route to the target. So a cone 3 area, all characters within a cone 3 area of the Rainmaker within range 20 take 6 energy damage. I think in order to avoid hitting his buddies, I think that he's actually just gonna do the Hades missiles right here at Decency. It looks like I still have to roll. I still have to roll for this. Half if you pass an agility save, but I have to roll to hit anyway. All right, the Hades missiles are coming for Decency. 1 second. The roll is a 3. Oh no, what's your save? Your
Zero?
evasion.
Oh, my evasion 6.
6.
I was like, my agility is 0.
He got a freaking 3. So
beautiful.
You do go ahead, and the Hades missiles do miss you.
Thank God.
Alrighty, so he was apparently so wound up. You can tell he's mad at himself. He kind of stomps his mech's foot. It seems like he's a very expressive pilot. And he goes, when you get that way about mothers, I can't focus. He's so angry that you guys have disrespected a mother in his presence. He is going to go and do another quick attack. He's going to do another skirmish, and he's going to use his missile pods, and he's going to go after this weapon can attack 1 to 3 characters at a time. And it is reliable, so he is going to go ahead and go for Decency again. Reliable. I'm going to go ahead and roll. All right, I got a 16.
Against my evasion?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
Great. And there is a plus... Oh, I didn't see. There's a +4 attack bonus on this, so I actually got a 20. But that is just fine. It still works. And that is going to go ahead and be 5 explosive damage. And it has a knockback 1 quality, so I do think... But do you have resistance to knockback because of your size?
I can't be pushed, pulled, knocked prone, or knocked back by smaller characters, is what it says.
Well, this is, since he's smaller than you, it's a weapon, but still we're going to go and say that you don't get knocked back, just 5 explosive damage. But you do still have armor, right? You still have...
I do. I have 3 armor, and it was... What was it? 5?
So you're only going to take 2.
Perfect.
Alrighty, so that is going to be the end of the Rainmaker's turn and the start of Hatuey's turn.
Okay. I guess I'll start by saying, I'm trying to word it. Not all mothers are perfect, bro. Sorry to break your heart. Okay, so I turn invisible because of my core bonus. I'd like to create a little bit of distance, so let's move 3 sort of northeast. I'd like to go ahead and deploy a turret drone.
Cool. All right, this blue dot is going to be our turret. And I assume does it shoot out of your mech and land there? Can you describe that?
Ooh. Yeah, maybe there's a part, because the top of it swivels, so maybe there's a part on the underside of that spins on its own, shoots out. And then I like to think that maybe it's like a little crab itself.
Yes!
And so it, like, in the air, it deploys its legs. And then
I love that.
Clings onto the ground there. Yeah.
What do they got? A lot of sand. We got a hot turret.
Yes. Just ready for Hatuey's dance number. It's going to be so good. Okay, so deploy the drone. And then... Yeah, I'm genuinely torn between, like, a direct attack right now or not with these androids coming up.
So remind me with the turret really quickly. You've got 4 of them. Do they activate every time a character in their periphery moves?
No. So if an ally of mine is successfully hits an enemy that's within the range 10 of the drone, then the drone also hits that enemy.
Oh, very nice. Make sure to remind me every time there's a hit, just so I'll make sure to add up the damage. That's going to be sick.
Yeah, it's great. It can only do it once per round, but hopefully I can deploy more drones as we get going. I think the Ever Given is all the way on the other side of the map, but since my sensors are 20, I'd like, if Tristan, you're willing, to do a quick tech action called Mirage, where I can choose myself or an allied character. So I would choose you. My systems relay blurred illusory images over their actual silhouette, so your target treats you or the character you chose as invisible until the end of their next turn.
Oh, what?
Incredible.
Yeah,
Yes!
I like it.
I love it.
Sweet. I think it only does it for one enemy though, as I'm looking at it.
Oh, only
Because
one.
I'm actually. Yeah. Okay. So I'm targeting an enemy and messing with their systems, so they see one of us as invisible.
Oh, okay. That's still cool.
Does that make sense? Okay. I mean, that's the hope, right?
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Is there anyone in particular, Tristan, that you want to have them not bother you?
Oh goodness. Man, if the stop talking bad about moms person hadn't already gone, I'd say
Right. Mess with him.
maybe one of the mechs really close to me.
Interesting. Yeah, because I feel like they're kind of probably worried about the androids at this point, right? We're kind of on both sides. What if? Okay, sorry, Tristan.
Well,
I'm
also, if
slow
you
thinking.
did want to pick the Rainmaker, it'll be until the end of his next turn. So that means that, like, basically, the Rainmaker won't be able to target Tristan for a whole turn. It's not like you'll waste it or anything.
Oh, okay.
Right. So it's a full round from when it's till the end of their next turn.
So
That's good.
I mean, for narrative purposes, if you think it's fun to screw with him, you should do it.
I would love that, but your choice.
I feel like we've got a rivalry going. So I think I need to use some more of my movement then to get closer. Well, let's count. No, I think it's within 20, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to target him. So that means I'm doing a tech attack on them. Let me roll. Okay, I got a 15. I don't know if I get a...
That hits. His E
plus
defense is
1.
only 10, so that hits.
Sweet. Okay, so great. So the Ever Given is invisible to that fella until the end of their next turn.
Ah! Where'd you go? What happened?
You're welcome.
Everyone, where did the big one go? And then he doesn't realize that he hasn't done internal comms. He's sort of he's still got his blast channel on. He's not talking to just everyone else. So they have to go. One of them's like, Captain, they're right there. Also, you're on speaker. Captain, you're on the speaker.
Maybe ask your mother for help.
Oh, don't you dare! Don't you dare! Father, calm down, says the booming voice of invisibility, the witch.
Yes.
This isn't becoming of the king of the warriors of the Agate Cross, is it, Father?
So he is a wife guy.
Yeah, you're already on their dad's bad side, Derrick. Good job. Good luck.
All right, Hatuey, is there more you want to do with your turn?
I don't think there is anything else I can do. And then since I did do things, I'm no longer invisible.
Great. That is great advice for life, by the way, kids. If you do things, you'll never be invisible. Alrighty, so that means that it is my turn for a damage extravaganza. Alrighties. starting over here. Both of these specters are pretty messed up, but they're going to try and get in a little bit before they go down swinging. Alrighty, so this specter number 1 right here, he can still see the Ever-Given, even though his boss is still raging with the fury of a dad who can't work his iPhone. The specter can still see. So the specter is going to go ahead and rip out its monowire sword, which is a melee weapon. It is going to move. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Yes, go ahead.
Before it moves, as I see it trying to move, can I Overwatch?
Yes, you can, because that is the whole thing of Overwatch. He moves towards the Ever-Given, and Derrick, what happens?
I'm gonna fire my hand cannon at him. He's within range 5 of me, and that's a d20 plus 2 to hit. If I miss, he gets to do his turn as normal. Ooh, big miss. 4.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I tried.
Sorry, I appreciate it.
Derrick tried.
Don't worry, Derrick. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah. I think he, tries to be very cool guy. Is looking at the mech in front of him, grappling him, raises his arm, fires the weapon, fully misses. Just a large shell shoots into the distance, maybe hits a mountain.
Is there a little bit of, don't worry, Decency, I'll save you energy?
Oh, for sure. He's like, I got this.
I hear from the mountain in the far distance. Oh, my leg!
Oh, no.
You see a hiker falling down the mountain like Homer Simpson in the Murder Horn style.
Oh, jeez.
No, with that horrible and probably canon image in our heads, we're going to go ahead. The mono sword attack, I'm going to go ahead and roll my d20. They've got a +2 bonus on this. Oh, an 8. Does that hit? Ever-Given?
Yes.
Oh, that's right, because you are slow but strong.
Yeah.
You're slow but strong. Great. That is going to be now that is 5 kinetic damage, which I do think you have resistance to, right?
It's really AoE damage is what I have resistance to. So, yeah, I think that helps the way I think about it actually a lot. So I shouldn't have resistance to this, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
No, Todd,
I messed up a thing. My hand cannon has reliable 1, so it always does 1 damage.
Oh, even if it misses?
Even if it misses. I don't think I stop this person, but it does take 1 damage.
Great. I'm going to go ahead and knock 1 HP off of this person then. Great.
So sorry.
They're looking mighty messed up. So, Decency, this is going to go ahead and be a 5 damage. But because of your armor, I think you're only going to take 2.
Yeah.
Alrighties. The Spectre slams the monowire sword into your armor. You're starting to take some chinks in the armor, I would say, are starting to form here on the big boy. And then we're going to go ahead, and I think that they are going to... Yes, they can go ahead. They're going to go ahead and use Step, which is a quick action. The Spectre teleports to a free space within line of sight and range 50. So the Spectre is going to go ahead and teleport right behind Hatuey. And the Spectre number 2, which is also looking really messed up, is going to help his friend over here. He's going to start with his machine pistol, which also has a +2 bonus. I'm going to go ahead and roll. I got a 9. What is your evasion, Hatuey?
10.
Oh, okay. The pistol goes off, and it does miss. It is not, let me make sure, it is not a reliable weapon, so it's gone. He is going to follow up. His monowired sword has a 3 range, so he is going to be able to sort of sling his monowire sword at you for a second skirmish attack. And we're going to go ahead and roll for that. Ooh, that's a 17. Oh, that's a 19, actually. Great. So
Yeah,
that's 5 kinetic damage minus any armor you have.
No armor, I don't think.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
The crab.
He's a delicate man.
The crab is delicate. The crab squishes under the sword. You're kind of being ganged up on here. Alrighty, so next we're going to go ahead.
No armor gang.
No armor gang. One Goliath already went. So this other Goliath over here is going to go next. Really quickly, we're going to go over here. This Goliath is going to go ahead, and he is going to move. You see, the pirates here are starting to sort of want to come back from the ship. And he is actually going to go and defend them from the ship, from what's coming out of the ship here. He is going to go ahead and move here. And you can't hear him because he doesn't use speakerphone like his boss. But you can assume that he is telling the other pirates here to go and run. And they do. They're going to go ahead and just as sort of meaty pilot characters, I'm going to go ahead and just say that they're running in this direction. And he is going to try and defend some of his more delicate members of the crew from whatever might come out of here. He is actually not going to take any attacks. He's going to aim his guns at the ship. However, the Scourers here on the bottom, they're going to go next. And they are going to go ahead and focus in once again on our good friend Decency. So we're going to go ahead to the Scourers right here. Scourer number 1 is going to take their move, and they're going to go ahead, and they're pretty close range. They do have a thermal lance, but actually is that... Oh, that's a heavy cannon. That's not actually a melee weapon. Okay. Instead, then, I'm going to go ahead and say the Scourer is going to come back here and is going to use their thermal lance attack. It gets +1 accuracy. It's a heavy cannon, which means that I'm going to roll a d20 and a d6. The d20 is a 9. I'm rolling a d6, and I got a 6, so that's a total of 15, which I know hits the Evergiven. That is 6 6 energy damage, I should say. But it also adds 4 heat to our friend, the Scourer. Not you. Actually, the Scourer takes 4 heat whenever they use that. They do have a cooling module, which means at the start of their next turn, if they haven't moved, and because of the environment, it's only going to be 2 heat because heat is halved. If they don't move, they are going to clear all their heat, but they kind of have to. They got to move, or they're going to be impaired. Oh, oopsies, Derrick! I forgot you didn't move last turn. Derrick, you're impaired. You didn't move.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, I think anyone who's not tier, I have some tier 2 characters that doesn't apply to. Okay, here we go. The other Scourer is also going to move over here and do the exact same thing. We're going to do the same. We're going to go ahead and roll, and our hit is a 17, and that means another 6 energy damage to the Evergiven. Oof! How you doing, Evergiven? How's it going?
I'm at 6 out of 18, but I have plans.
Once again, kids, that's a great lesson. You may be only 6 out of 18, but you can have plans. Alrighty, the Scourers are done. There's one last Scourer. I forgot. Scourer number 3 over here is going to go ahead and do much of the same. They are going to go ahead and move. And they're actually going to take a shot right here at 18,000. They're going to go ahead and do a thermal lance right there.
Try. I want you to hit me. Hit me. I want you to hit me.
Oh, the first one is only a 6. That's going to miss.
That's a miss.
Yeah. Okay, they're going to try one more time.
You're going to get 14.
With that cannon. And they got a 23. They got a nat 20, which means they do +1 d6 bonus damage.
I'm harmed.
I am harmed. I'm going to roll one more d6. They got a 2, so you are going to take a total of 8 energy damage.
Nice. All right, on my first structure, I'm at 3 out of 14 hit points, so that's exciting.
Woo! Okay, and just so both 18,000 and Decency know, because I'm going to be a nice GM, there is an effect, just so you know, when the scour hits you with the thermal lance, you will take 5 burn if you were also successfully hit with the thermal lance in the previous round. So
I'm going to try to not get hit with that again.
Alrighties. Next up is going to be our archer right up there. Really quickly going to go over to our archer. Our archer, I know, is going to go ahead and do a little move, a little flying move right over here. He is going to go ahead and set up Overwatch as well as a reaction. They're going to go ahead and do their light machine gun attack, and they're going to go ahead and use another. This is a reliable weapon, and if it hits, there's going to be we're going to use a special blinding shells because they can only use it once per round. Okay, light machine gun. He is going to go ahead and target 18,000. Let's go ahead. A +2 attack bonus. Roll 20 plus. Only a 12. Does that hit 18,000?
It's a 14 you're aiming against.
It misses. It goes psh, 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 psh. And 18,000. You are too fast of a kitty. You are too fast for that gun.
You get the like Dragon Ball Z, just like after images, like lazy animation.
Okay, and that's going to be. They're going to go ahead for their last quick action. They're going to use suppress. The archer chooses suppress is I believe this is a version of Overwatch, and you can only do one reaction per turn, right? You can only set up one reaction per turn.
You can only Overwatch once per turn.
Great. Then he's going to also set up suppress. They're going to choose a target within line of sight and range 10. They become impaired, and the archer gains the moving target reaction. The effect lasts until the archer uses moving target. The target damages the archer or leaves the archer's line of sight. The archer is stunned, jammed, or destroyed. And he is going to go ahead and pick 18,000, his nemesis. That is the hit me. That's the archer. And our last turn is going to be for this breacher right here, this bad boy with his 2 guns, and with his dual shotguns over there. The breacher runs up to Derrick, who is being held by the Goliath. He's going to use prying claws. This is a full action. You only get to use it once. So the pirate attempts to pry open the cockpit of a character adjacent to them. The target must succeed at a hull save, or the pilot is forced to immediately exit their mech as though dismounting. Derrick, the breacher, is going to push his claws into try to get to your cockpit. Alrighty, so I believe you have to do a hull save now. What is, once again, hull saves? You have to roll a save.
A D20.
D20.
Yeah, so I'll roll a D20. My Gygus frame gives me +1 accuracy on all hull checks and saves.
Awesome.
But my impaired status gives me +1 difficulty on all saves because I'm partially frozen. So they cancel each other out, which is just fun for me.
Fun and great.
And I need a 10 or higher to not get forcibly removed from my mech.
You need a 10 or higher.
I believe in you.
Come on, Derrick.
17.
Yes!
That's a good little
Derrick, go ahead and describe how you get this guy off of you. You obviously can't do any damage, but what does Derrick do to get this breacher off of him?
Oh man, I'm being held by one guy. This guy's doing this, and I think. Okay, the dumbest thing I can think of is Derrick. Like the claws are coming in, and then Derrick just like winds up with one hand, and then puts 2 fingers out and just pokes him right in the mech eyes.
Ah! His little claws go up, and he covers his eyes.
Because I feel like
clearly didn't hurt, but it's sort of just a reaction.
It's alarming when you see 2 large robot fingers coming at your visual comms. That's alarming.
Okay, and that is going to be the end of my turns. So as all of these pirates are starting to sort of encroach upon our heroes, you see over there on the cargo ship, the Goliath looks back, and that door has now been folded down even more. And you see not just one pair of robot hands, but multiple pairs of robot hands all lining the door. It's like you can see at least 5 or 6, and they're all starting now to poke their heads out. Their skulls, I should say, for these are full android skulls, humanoid in shape with missing nasal cavities, a la Terminator almost. You know, they're very sort of, most of them have these thin sort of skeletons. Some of them, this ship crashed, and you can see that some of them are actually a little damaged from the crash. Perhaps maybe a few of them have a few joints askew, a few limbs missing. Maybe one of them has a particular light that should have been in its eyeball has popped out and is kind of dangling. It is definitely a robot zombie apocalypse, and it's a freaky sight to be sure. They do seem to be crawling out of the ship slowly but surely.
Yeah, 18,000. Could you tell your creepy siblings to chill the fuck out?
Yeah, talk to them, man.
18,000 opens a channel to the ship. Can I do? Does the ship have comms? Can I do that?
The drone ship?
Yeah, the ship with all the Terminators in it.
It technically does. Yeah, it technically has comms.
Yeah, I think 18,000 opens a channel to the ship and says, "Hello, siblings. I see that there are many of you. If instead of leaving the ship, you could not leave the ship, that would make things a lot easier for us in terms of helping you."
18,000 watches as the android skeletons sort of glance back at where the sound is coming from in the comms, and then just sort of twitch their necks back towards the door and keep coming out. And at this point, they're kind of falling out of the ship, and there's something about them. They don't seem very intelligent. They don't seem like they've got a plan or a strategy. At this point, it is just a bunch of robot skeletons, about average human size, frankly, all falling out of a drone ship.
Rules. we're so fucked.
Once again, you hear the voice of the witch. Are those are robots, aren't they? They must belong to the scientists.
Yes, they are my siblings.
How are they your siblings? Are you one of them?
No, but I was created by the scientists. Well, less created and more gathered.
We have to destroy them.
My siblings?
I mean, like, we don't know if they're alive. Can we just try to contain them or something?
Do we have any kind of comms with the scientists? Like, did they send us in under? Because I know we were supposed to clear everyone out, and then they were going to come get the box. Was there a signal or something we were supposed to do for that?
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely send up a signal, but also I'm pretty positive you can just call them.
Yeah, I mean, this feels. I think actually Decency will even say this is above my pay grade and try to open up a channel to the...
Taking out a flip phone.
Yeah. Do you want to try to call back to base, Decency?
Yeah. Yes.
Decency, the sort of beeping comm tone that you're trying to get back there. It rings once, then twice, then 3 times, and then it just keeps going, and that's a little odd. Like they definitely are waiting for your call, so they should be picking up.
I think Decency just says nobody picked up, and then y'all can usually hear the lo-fi music over their speakers as they talk, and all of a sudden you hear like rolling, like a tape has reached the end of its thing, and there's no music, and it's just like a cassette tape kind of sound having reached the end.
Oh, like when Shinji's tape reaches the end and he has to flip it over.
That's like they're absolutely about to reach into some part of the mech and flip over their cassette tape.
Should we do something about it? Do you want to call them again? Should we? And he does this just on regular comms because he thinks shouting out this is a bad idea. I'm spinning up this gun. It's going to be like real sweet if I remember to move my feet next time. So be on the lookout for that. But I'm more concerned with this guy who's trying to crush me to death right now.
Mm-hmm.
On the heels of Derrick telling everyone that, it would be a shame if they stopped fighting because he's about to do something really cool. You hear it before you see it, a sort of boom, and then out in the distance, with high contrast against the dark, sooty snow of the planet Hagar, you see a bright red flare go up. The oldest sign there is for SOS, and it is coming from the direction of the scientist's base.
Dungeons & Drama Nerds is produced by Todd Backus, Percival Hornak, and Nicholas Orvis, and is mixed and edited by Anthony Sertel Dean. Our Lancer game features Julia Doolittle as the GM, Todd Backus as Derrick McDuck, Jovane Caamaño as Hatuey, Ben Ferber as 18,000/Fish, and Tristan B. Willis as Decency B. Damme. Lancer was written by Miguel Lopez and Tom Parkinson Morgan and was published by Massif Press. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at DN Drama Nerds. Check out cast bios on our website, dungeonsanddramanerds.com. Leave us a rating and review wherever you get your podcasts, and tune in next week for another episode of Dungeons and Drama Nerds.